Welcome to the RadioU Podcast. I'm Hudson.
And I'm Allie.
Coming up, inflation is about to run even more rampant.
Also, is Elsa's ice castle in Quebec?
All that and more on the way next. I do want to open up the RadioU hotline.
877-2-RADIO-U.
And ask, what was your, I'm not getting my deposit back moment on an apartment?
Oh, no.
I have a couple, but I do want to hear everyone's unique stories, but none of them will top this person in Canada who had their house, their apartment, literally turn into an ice castle.
Oh, no.
Yeah, this was in Trois-Rivières, Quebec. You know what that means?
I don't. The Troy River?
Three Rivers.
Three Rivers.
Yeah,
okay.
I'm pretty sure. My French is a little rusty, but I'm pretty sure that's what it means. A tenant had turned off their heat to try to save some money. I guess they weren't actually at the apartment at the time, clearly. And so they had turned off the heat thinking, why have it run when I'm not home? What's the big, I'll save some money this way.
Yeah.
And little did they realize that it was going to get cold enough. And later on, the landlord opens up the apartment to find everything, literally like everything. We have pictures of this encased in about a foot of ice inside the apartment.
This looks insane.
It looks actually, we're talking like the floor in the laundry room it's a skating rink.
Yeah, basically.
There's icicles hanging down. The dryer, I guess that's the washer. The water, the ice has like bubbled up out of it.
Yeah.
And so it's like it's overflowing with ice. There's truly amazing.
Parts of this apartment that look like it has stalactites.
That's right. It's like an ice cave. Yeah. And so I don't know the timing of this. This person has been evicted.
Okay.
The person.
Okay.
But I'm wondering if they had left the heat off before they were evicted.
It sounds like
and then they got evicted and the heat was off and nobody was there, and that's why.
Yeah, it says the tenant turned off the heating to save money while on vacation. So my assumption is they left on vacation. They were not evicted yet, but they have been evicted now. I don't know if it's because of the ice or other reasons, but obviously you cannot live there after this happens. But yeah, just an absolutely insane video and pictures from this apartment.
It says that this is over tens of thousands of dollars of damage that has been done. So they're not getting their deposit back.
No. Afraid not.
What is your I'm not getting my deposit back moment? I do want to hear it. 877-2-RADIO-U. We'll see if we can share a few coming up. And isn't it crazy that I have multiple?
Is it? No, I'm kidding.
We'll get to that coming up. We are talking I'm not getting my deposit back situations where somehow you just knew you're not getting refunded thanks to the damage you've done. This is after somebody in Quebec in Canada turned their heat off while they went on vacation, and when eventually the landlord realized that all the pipes had burst and there was literally a foot of ice covering basically the entire apartment inside.
Yeah, so insane. Which we had several people comment not on their own reasons why they thought that they were not getting their deposit back, but just on that story in general. Like we heard from Regina, she said, Airbnb idea, Elsa's castle in real life. Yes, this apartment complex can profit off of this problem.
I'm sure there's several hotels like this, but there's one that's shown in Pluribus that is it's literally a hotel made out of ice in Norway or Iceland or something like that.
There's real places like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This person did it in their own home in Quebec. We heard from William, who said, I had a roommate leave grapes in the back of the bottom cabinet. For the longest time, we had fruit flies and kept having to do the cup of vinegar trick to kill them.
Okay.
When I found the grapes, my roommate said he forgot about them and they were rotten and they left a big stain. I was sure we were not getting our deposit back. Somehow we did.
Wow.
But I think if the grapes were so hard to find,
That might be why.
Maybe they never found the stain.
Yeah.
They didn't look there. And it is amazing how, like, you can have a problem like this and not realize, have something so disgusting somewhere in your house and not even realize it because it's kind of out of the way. You know? Like, I had a friend who, it was in his parents' house and we were cleaning out the pantry and there was potatoes that were from who knows when.
Yeah.
And so once we actually got the potatoes out, they were liquefied. And I was like, how did I get roped into cleaning your parents' pantry?
Ew.
Why am I dealing with rotten potatoes, which is the possibly worst smell you will ever smell?
The idea
liquefied
of
potatoes
getting that bad to liquefy.
Yeah.
It's like, how long did they have to be in there?
But they were in the back of the pantry.
And
if
so
you
no
don't
one saw them.
Yep, and if you don't disturb them, the smell doesn't really do anything. It's contained. It was in a bag or something.
Yeah.
But once you move it, the whole house. It's just insane how that can happen. For me, when we got Zafira the dog.
Yeah.
At first, she had some serious anxiety.
Aww.
And when we would leave, and so we'd come back from work, and there was one day in particular where it's it's one thing if it's the blinds on the window. We didn't have expensive ones or anything like that.
Yeah.
But when we came back and the carpet was torn up, I was like, we're not getting this deposit back.
No.
Yeah.
The blind thing is exactly what happened to me. In my last apartment, we had those real cheap, flimsy blinds.
Yeah.
And
for good reason, because they're just gonna, if you put anything nicer in, it'll still get destroyed. So you might as well just put the worst one in.
My current apartment has the nice, really thick blinds that you just pull up and put.
Oh, yeah.
You pull them down and push them up.
Cordless.
Cordless.
Yeah.
Really nice. And my cat hasn't destroyed any of them, hasn't gone after any of them. And again, they're very sturdy, so I don't even think she could tear them apart. But the cat that I had at the last apartment with the flimsy blinds, those things were torn apart by her.
Yeah, that'll happen. It always amazes me driving through any apartment complex and seeing
I was like, I probably look like I live in a crack house because of all these messed up blinds.
But once you live through it once, you're like, oh no, that's just cheap blinds and they have a pet. Yeah. My other one at this current place, which I'm still living in, is one of the doorstops didn't work once. It's the bouncy one.
Yeah.
And it folded in, and so the doorknob made a hole in the wall.
Oh.
Haven't fixed it. Don't know how.
Oh.
Might just leave it.
Okay.
We have another one that is entering the Baseball Hall of Fame. Congratulations to Carlos Beltran and Andrew Jones.
Yeah.
It was announced yesterday, met the 75% voting threshold, and that means they will be the inductees, the 2026 inductees to the Baseball Hall of Fame in Cooperstown.
I wonder if there ever has been a year where two center fielders got the nod at the same time.
I don't know. Yeah, it's more rare, right, that center fielders get in the first place.
Right.
So I don't know. It's probably been a while, and where it was only two center fielders.
Right.
Feels like that could be a first. How do you feel? I mean, you're a longtime baseball fan. Do Carlos Beltran and Andrew Jones feel like Hall of Famers to you?
I will say I certainly wasn't watching a whole lot of baseball during their era, so probably.
I mean, yeah, they've been retired for, let's see. This is the 9th time that Andrew Jones has even been on the ballot in the first place. So that's 9 years retired, plus you have to be retired for 3-5 years. So it's been 15 years since these guys have really been in the league.
Yeah. The issue with Andrew Jones is, for the most part, he played in the National League. I didn't watch a lot of National League baseball, but he played a lot with the Braves, and if you are a Cleveland fan, then you would remember him because there's times when we have run into the Braves in the playoffs and whatnot, but during the 90s. So, yeah, I feel like I don't really remember watching him too much, but I definitely remember Carlos Beltran because I think he played a little bit longer. Yeah, he played till 2017.
Yeah, it wasn't as long ago. They're both kind of like this, guys, where they had a heyday and then their careers kind of just continued on with them just bouncing around teams and not actually being as valuable, particularly Andrew Jones. He was a center fielder at first with the Braves, very athletic, very good hitter. Eventually he got very large and less athletic. Yeah. And so then he was just a hitter, but he lost a step in that too. So it's kind of surprising. Like, to me, I don't know if he feels like a Hall of Famer, but good for them. Carlos Beltran, I mean, he almost had 500 home runs in his career. So you got to put somebody with that many in, unless their name is Manny Ramirez or anybody else who used steroids. That apparently they're not allowed.
Yeah, that era of baseball, with like, the steroids and whatnot, like that is just it. And in my opinion, it's a dark spot in baseball's history, with all of that going on. Because I mean, as a Cleveland fan, I love Manny Ramirez.
Yeah, but it is crazy that we're now talking like Manny Ramirez. I think this was his last chance to get in, and he didn't make it. Even more egregious, of course, Alex Rodriguez. Who, I mean, these are all guys who
This is Alex Rodriguez's last chance?
No, it's not his last chance, but he didn't make it, and yet again didn't make it. He still has, he had 40% of the vote.
Okay.
So he's got to get a lot of votes to change in the next couple of years.
I feel like he's not liked.
I know they're not liked, but that doesn't mean they shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I think A-Rod has better chances than Manny Ramirez, but I just feel like A-Rod just overall not very liked. Even by other players,
I'm sure he's not, but he hit like 600,
I'm just
700
saying,
home runs.
I'm not saying it's a good.
And I know that
I'm not saying it's a good explanation. I'm just saying that's the explanation.
Performance-enhancing drugs, he was using them, but so was everybody else. So he hit the 700 home runs off of people that were also juicing.
Yeah.
So why are we keeping these people out? It's ridiculous.
I mean, it's just, I think this is the era we're in right now. We don't want to honor these players.
Yeah. Instead of honoring Andrew Jones. I just want all of us to rest easy knowing that on August 12th, Earth will definitely not lose gravity for 7 seconds. 8772 Radio U. Or so NASA says.
Oh.
NASA's decided to go ahead and try to debunk this conspiracy theory that's been going around online.
Okay.
That says that on August 12th of this year, Earth will briefly lose gravity for 7 seconds. NASA calls this Project Anchor. And because they are preparing for it, they are building underground bunkers. Basically, they're just going to let it happen without warning any of us. And we're all just going to, I guess, float away, because you can float away pretty far with no gravity in 7 seconds, right?
Yeah.
Well, even if you don't float away after the 7 seconds are over and you come crashing back down,
yeah,
probably not good.
Probably not.
NASA says Project Anchor is a myth. It's not real. There's no scientific evidence for this, but that's just what they would say, isn't it? Don't you think?
Maybe, but I do tend to believe them that this is probably not going to happen. I just feel like the theory itself is based on this idea that gravitational waves would collide with black holes, which would cause this event, so the gravity on Earth to stop for those 7 seconds. I just think it's, first of all, we don't even know if that actually can happen. We don't know if...
Good point. So it definitely could.
It could, but we don't know if gravitational waves actually stop working just because they collide with a black hole. Does it stop gravity when that happens? We've never witnessed that. And then also... for 7 seconds? Do we know it would last 7 seconds? Can we be certain about that?
What if it's even more?
What if it's 7 hours? What if it's 7 minutes? What if it's 7 milliseconds? And so
what if it has nothing to do with the number 7 at all?
Exactly. Where did the number 7 come from? And so, yeah, I think this is all just a joke.
Well, is it? Where did the number 7 come from? I don't know. Maybe NASA's secret documents that they've been using and sending out to prepare for this, so that when they make the underground bunkers, everybody knows this needs to hold up for 7 seconds of no gravity.
Okay.
I think otherwise, you're right, that it's just a random number, unless that's where it came from.
Okay.
And so there's only one way to know, and that's on August 12th.
Yeah.
2026.
Yeah.
When we possibly lose gravity on all of Earth for 7 seconds.
Isn't August 12th like 2012, like the day that people said that the world was going to end?
No, that was December.
12/12. Okay, 12/12. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
So I feel like I appreciate that NASA has weighed in on this and at least acknowledged it, but do I trust them? No, I do not.
I mean, I don't think you have any reason to trust the conspiracy theorists more than NASA.
That's right. So it's 50-50.
If you want to be cynical in this, you can.
But here's my problem, though. Let's say that this conspiracy is true and NASA is keeping this a secret. It's if I'm understanding the conspiracy right, this is not NASA causing this. They're just not telling everyone.
Yeah, they don't want the world to panic.
It's coming.
It's a don't look up situation.
So they have a few underground bunkers, and that's about it. So let's say that's the case. What am I supposed to do then? Am I supposed to sneak into one of these bunkers, or otherwise am I just supposed to be aware that we'll lose gravity on August 12th, but you can't really prepare for that? I guess like hold on to something.
Yeah.
You know?
Hold on to something. Hold on to a tree.
I'm going to wear really heavy... I'm going to like put weights all over myself that day.
I don't know if weights would work because, again, if gravity is completely suspended for 7 seconds, I don't think weight is helping you. I think it has to be something that's tethered down.
Okay.
So think of like a tree with very deep roots. Those are planted into the ground.
Hold on to that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I definitely wouldn't want to be driving at that time.
No, but think of this like you've seen video from Mars before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So like gravity, just because gravity is suspended doesn't mean you fly away. You know, like it just means you maybe start floating.
Okay.
But it doesn't mean that there's some type of like hurricane or tornado force that's pulling you away. I think that's probably what people think.
But once you start floating, it's hard to stop.
It is hard to stop, but I just mean there's no big wind that's going to gust you away from something, you know? So if you just hold on to a tree for 7 seconds, you'll be fine.
Oh, so it's not that big of a deal.
Yeah.
Then why are they even keeping a secret?
I don't think they are, but I'm just saying if you don't want to believe NASA and you also don't want to believe the conspiracy theorists, but you're worried about what you should do on August 12th, hold on to a tree and you'll be fine.
All right. There we go. We've solved it. We're just chatting about how NASA denies that the Earth will lose gravity for 7 seconds on August 12th of 2026. And Allie said even if it does lose gravity, we just hold on to a tree. Yeah. Which is no help for people in Kansas. But Jessica raises a really good point. She says, she texted in at 8772 RadioU, and she said that gravity is what holds our atmosphere in place. So if we lose atmosphere for 7 seconds, it's not, first of all, how would we breathe, right? And then it's not like it would just come back right into place after the 7 seconds are over. So that is a big concern. Tree not going to help in that situation.
Is that what the theory is? The theory is that it would, because I'm not entirely sure all of the tenets of this theory. If it is a rubber band theory where it's like something that, when you pull a rubber band and then you let it go, it kind of reverberates a little bit before it goes back into place.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's the type of theory they're going with here, but she mentioned something that I'm not entirely sure about, which is that it would cause the Earth to implode. Okay. I have never heard that part of the theory, so that's new to me.
I don't know. The Earth doesn't need to implode for no atmosphere to be a big problem, though.
Yeah, but I just feel like...
We need astronaut helmets.
Maybe that is what we need.
I think that's the idea. That's what we need.
And that's kind of maybe what you're hitting at with Eric's comment, which he says someone's going to make millions on 812 Earth tethers. Maybe they're not Earth tethers, but maybe they are astronaut suits.
The tethers have been rendered useless because... I mean, Jessica's right. All the different layers of the atmosphere kept in place by gravity. Sure. 7 seconds of no gravity would disrupt that very catastrophically.
I think they would. I think that is safe to assume. Yeah, if gravity's suspended, life would no longer be the same. But I just do not believe that is what will happen.
You know, I don't know why we're thinking about like we need astronaut helmets or hanging onto trees or whatever. Because if we lose gravity, or if any catastrophic event is coming on August 12th or any other day that we know is coming, why do we want to survive through it? Okay. Like if the Earth loses gravity for 7 seconds, I know that doesn't sound like much, but we've just covered how that would ruin the atmosphere. You want to be alive on post-atmosphere Earth? Just let me go. Just let that
let
be
you
the
go?
end. Yeah. What's going to be left? What are we going to do?
it'd be
What are we
like-
going to do after the atmosphere is
It'd
gone?
be similar to what some have theorized of like living in the world after the Great Flood. Mm-hmm. The atmosphere completely different.
Yeah.
You know? It doesn't mean it's unlivable, just completely different.
Yeah, but I don't want to find out.
Okay.
I like the Earth the way it is, and for more or less. And so, if it winds up ending like that, I just think let's stop trying to prevent the inevitable. Let's just let.
Jessica says, right, let's get to go home.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
If that's how it ends, that's how it ends.
I mean, that's fine with me.
I'm not
having no qualms. I
not
just don't
doing the
believe that that's how it's going to end.
I'm not going post-gravity Earth. If you want to hang out in a bunker like it's Fallout, you go right ahead.
Well, you might have to if you don't die.
The countdown is on to the next set of new emojis. 8772 Radio U. Even though they won't be getting here for several months, it looks like expect to see these on your phone in September. If the world hasn't ended by then, we are getting 9 new emojis in 2026.
This first one is perfect for my face reacting to all of these claims about the Earth losing gravity in 7 seconds and imploding.
Uh-huh.
That's like a squinty eye one.
Yeah, like the not sure face.
Yeah, like you're sussing somebody out.
Like it's a face. I didn't know. There's so many emojis. There's literally over 39,000 emojis. Or no, 3,900 emojis.
Oh, I was about to say what?
But it feels like 39,000 sometimes. There's over 3,900 different emojis. Somehow we have not come up with the face until now where the eyes are squinting and the eyebrows are raised.
Yep.
And it's
And
like,
like slight frown on your face. You're kind of just like, huh?
it's like Fry from Futurama in that one where it's like not sure whether to buy or sell, whatever you're saying.
Okay.
So that's one of them, the squinting face. Additionally, these are 2 separate emojis, but when you put them together, it looks like it's what has 2 thumbs and loves emojis. This guy.
Yeah. It's like it's what everybody's asked for, which is like, I don't want to give a thumbs up. I don't want to give a thumbs down. I want to give a thumbs in the middle. Mm-hmm. That's kind of what this is.
And now, left or right, either way, your choice, or both. You can also kind of make the U for Miami if you'd like to. So that's 2 right there. Also, we're getting what seems to be a monarch butterfly.
I love that we're getting a monarch butterfly. I think the butterfly emoji we have currently is like a blue butterfly.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah, nice. But we obviously, despite that we do have 3,900 emojis, we obviously need many more because there's so many other kinds of butterflies.
So many.
It's like, how about a swallowtail? How about a admiral? How about silk moths? Like,
all the butterfly people want the butterflies represented.
Every single iteration of butterfly that has ever existed needs to be represented in emoji form.
Monarch's the most iconic, so it makes sense that monarch should be in there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a start.
Yeah.
There's also a lighthouse, a net, as in like you would use to catch
butterflies,
jellyfish, or something of that nature.
Jellyfish.
There's the classic pink eraser.
Ah.
I don't know how we haven't had. Literally, I want to look on my phone right now and see how tell me this doesn't exist already.
Yeah.
A pickle emoji.
Yeah, I was surprised we don't already have this, but it makes sense that this coming now, even, you would think we'd already have one.
Yeah, it's 2026 and we don't have a pickle emoji already?
Yeah.
How is this this way? And then finally, the last of the new emojis that are coming later this year that have just been revealed is a giant meteor.
Yeah, meteor, asteroid coming towards Earth. What is with the destruction of Earth, people? People are ready to go.
A matter of time. Yes. It's coming one way or another. Meteor, gravitational forces, aliens, something is coming, and we need to have an emoji to represent it so that we can all communicate about it.
Sure.
So that is just start counting down later in 2026, probably September. Again, if we make it that far.
If we make it that far, we can all be texting about the end of the world.
About giant meteors and lighthouses. I hate to be the bearer of bad news.
More bad news.
Yeah, but I'm just the messenger on behalf of Amazon CEO Andy Jassy.
Okay, so we can't blame you for this?
No, don't blame me. Don't shoot the messenger. 8772 Radio U. But Amazon CEO Andy Jassy says that in 2026, price increases due to tariffs are going to start creeping in.
Creeping in.
That's the words he used.
Okay.
And I'm just like, hold up. You're telling me everything's so expensive and the price increases from tariffs haven't creeped in already? Then why is everything so expensive already now?
Inflation is running rampant, but
You're telling me things are going to get more expensive.
I do think you're going to need to change your phrase, your tagline.
What should I change it to?
All the headlines used to be anytime prices would go up, inflation, inflation, inflation.
Mm-hmm.
And now all the headlines are tariffs, tariffs, tariffs. So you're going to have to change your tagline.
The tariffs are running rampant?
Yep. That's what it's going to need to be.
Well, I think the inflation is the tariffs are inflated now.
Inflated tariffs are running rampant.
Inflation has run so rampant that it's now affecting tariffs.
Oh, people.
Or maybe vice versa. I don't know. But, it is sad to hear that, like, everything on Amazon right now, whatever price it is, maybe it feels like a lot and it's just going to go up. But the explanation of why Andy Jassy, the CEO of Amazon, says that the price increases haven't really hit yet and they're coming later this year.
Okay.
Actually makes a lot of sense because he says that Amazon and its partners, a lot of the sellers, did early inventory buying in 2025, aka when there was all the talk of tariffs, but they hadn't necessarily taken effect yet.
Yeah.
They were like, okay, buy everything that right now while it's still cheaper, and then resell it. But now that supply is over, the tariffs are in effect, blah, blah, blah. And so therefore now that cost has to be passed on to us.
Of course it does.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I feel like that makes sense. I personally haven't seen a super big reflection in that just yet. But I also don't know because it's, tariffs impact imported goods. And so with Amazon, I guess this is just them admitting, a lot of what you're buying off of here is from China.
Everything on Amazon.
Yeah. And so, I don't know. I guess I haven't really noticed just yet, but maybe I will start noticing. I'm not sure.
Yeah, no, I think you're maybe you're just desensitized to it.
Yeah. I mean, if inflation's already been making us deal with price increases all the time, then it just feels normal for it to continue with tariffs, I guess.
Yeah, but this is, it's very convenient for Amazon, though, to just be like, hey, everything's going to be expensive and don't blame us. Yeah. We tried. We certainly tried.
Yeah, it does kind of feel like them getting ahead of the curve of already, people not liking that prices are going up and they're just like, it's not our fault,
and
point the blame somewhere else.
Is this also the precursor to like a Prime subscription's going to go up and, like that kind of stuff too of just like.
Oh, absolutely.
It's all going to hit. It's all going to hit. And so, and just, you know what? I said this before. I just want to reiterate though, just treasure today.
Yeah.
Treasure today. Everything today is as cheap as you will ever remember it.
Right. Remember your resolution?
It will
get a raise this year.
Yeah, that's right. Whenever you're having technical difficulties with your phone, computer, TV, Wi-Fi, you know what the first thing you have to do is, right? 8772 Radio U. What is it, Allie?
Turn it on and turn it off. Turn it off and turn it back on.
That is 100% what the AI chatbot is going to tell you what to do when you ask for help.
That's what the real people will tell you what to do.
Yeah.
If you got a real representative over an IT support chat, they'll tell you to turn it off and turn it back on.
They don't even have real people because they're just like an AI chatbot can tell people to turn things off and on again.
Have you tried unplugging it and plugging it back in?
Yeah. I do love sometimes where I've run into that and it's like, if I unplug it and turn it off, how will I keep talking to you?
Good point.
Sometimes that is the case, but that's always, it's so, and then they tell you that and you're like, of course I've done it.
Yeah.
But did you really though?
Did you?
You're like, yeah, of course I did. And you quickly unplug it and plug it back in real quick. Yeah. And it's so obvious and it's so, but sometimes we just skip over it. And oftentimes, I mean, let's be honest, oftentimes it doesn't work.
Yeah.
But oftentimes maybe that is all it needs. You just need kind of a quick reset and everything will go back. But I feel that's what we need. That is praying to God. That is the turn it off and turn it back on again.
Yeah.
Whenever you run into a problem, we often, like to skip over it, or like we want to go to like some grander solution. But sometimes all you need to do is just say, hey, God, can you help me out with this? Sometimes we just need to talk to him for a few minutes and see the difference it can make. Yes, sometimes turning it off and turning it back on will not fix everything.
Yeah.
Maybe your computer's actually broken.
Just bad, yeah.
And you actually need to get it like repaired or buy a new one. But you can't know until you turn it off and turn it back on. Maybe you have problems in your life that are bigger than a quick prayer will just solve it instantly.
Yeah.
But you can't know until you try, and you never know what that prayer might lead you towards next. That's, you're crossing things off the list and praying to God. Again, while it might not be the instant quick fix, it might be the thing that like gives God the opportunity to say, oh, you actually need to do this.
Yeah.
And so don't skip over that. Don't skip over that important step.
Yeah, absolutely. I love the idea of a reset. I'm actually, right now, people at my church are talking about this right now. This whole idea of like starting off 2026 with like that reset, that on-off switch. Sometimes you just need to switch it. The example that was given was like, if you've come across a phone of like your grandma's who has a smartphone, and you go and it's like, my phone's not working very well. It's like, well, maybe it's because you have 50 applications open, Grandma. Let me show you how to close all of those. So you can reset your phone so we can focus on the important things and not get overwhelmed with so much of the other stuff. And I think that's what those prayers do. That prayer, it does kind of help reset and refocus you to the important things in life when everything else is kind of bogging you down, making it hard for your computer to run smoothly.
Yeah.
Maybe you just need to take that moment, take a breath, talk to God, help remember what really is important in this life, what really matters, and let that be your reset for the day, for the week, for the year, whatever it may be.
And in fact, to continue the analogy a little bit further, if you go into your phone settings, it will encourage you to do scheduled resets.
Yes, it will.
And so that you don't get 50 applications all open at once or whatever it is, your phone just needs like that quick reset. And that's us too. If you just keep on going and going and going and let the problems mount before you ever get the reset, before you spend a few minutes with God, that just lets everything compound on itself.
Yeah, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Yeah, way bigger than they really needed to be. So that's a challenge for today and a challenge going forward to have those regular check-ins with God. Pray about it. Whenever you're getting overwhelmed, whenever things start to feel a little uneasy, say, hey, Jesus, help me out here, and see the difference that can make day after day. You want to know more? RadioU.com/free gift. Cow Tools has come true. A 13-year-old Austrian brown Swiss cow has been documented using a broom to scratch herself. Veronica is the cow's name, in case you care. And at first, researchers, I think, had a hard time believing this until they saw with their very own eyes that Veronica the cow somehow figured out how to pick up a broom with her mouth by the broomstick end.
Yeah.
And wheeled it around so that, I don't even know physically, I need to see a video of this.
I do too. How did this cow do this?
Because they say she's scratching her back, but I would have to think it's more her side. I don't know how flexible a cow's neck is.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Either way, she's using the broom end of the broom by putting the broomstick in her mouth and then having the broom end, the bristles, and using that to scratch parts of her back that she can't reach easily on her own. And this is something that has apparently never been seen before in all the time all the cows have been farmed. This has never been documented before.
Wow. I mean, I have seen cows definitely use posts, trees, or sometimes people will put the brush part of a broom. They'll nail it into different posts or
Right.
something so it's available for the cows to scratch on. I've seen cows use all of those things plenty of times. But yeah, for a cow to actually pick up a broom
Yeah.
and scratch its own back with it is pretty wild. I'm looking at the picture of it. We don't have a video, but I'm looking at the picture of it right now, and the cow's like laying down on its side.
Okay.
Like sitting down, not completely laying down, and it has the broomstick in
Oh,
its mouth, and
yeah.
it's scratching its back.
That is very resourceful of this cow.
Yep.
So researchers are saying that like this kind of shows that cows are more intelligent than maybe we even thought and possess cognitive capabilities that we wouldn't have expected of them.
Right.
We thought they were just dumb old cows. Turns out they're good for more than just beef and milk and leather. And this is definitely making me want to eat at Chick-fil-A. I'll just say
Oh,
that.
yeah. Oh, yeah. Well, it certainly shows that a cow that has an itch bad enough is going to find a way to take care of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean, I think all of us can relate to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right?
But we have arms and fingers. And
Yeah, we have ways
it makes
to
it a little
handle it.
easier. So it's less impressive that we can figure it out. A cow with only a mouth and a broom somehow figured it
does
out.
it.
And
Yeah.
she probably got to teach all the other cows about it. And so it's amazing.
Also, a cow that's 13, I don't know what the lifespan of a cow is, but that seems old to me.
I have no idea. We are doing Would You Rather Wednesday. Natasha sent in today's question. She said, would you rather find 1,000 roaches living in your apartment or in your attic, I should say, or find one human person living up there? 8772 Radio U. Listen to what Susanna said, Allie. She says, I think a person, easier to deal with, a better story. That's definitely true. Plus, who knows? Maybe you get a friend out of it or get to be a hero. A very optimistic view of finding a person in your attic.
Yeah.
For me, first impressions are everything.
Yeah.
And if my first impression of you is you've been living in my attic, it's going to be hard to overcome that.
Yeah, for sure. We also heard from William. He says, I would rather discover a human because I hate bugs. Also, roaches can get in cracks and other places in the wall. I would never really feel like I got rid of them. I had an uncle back in the day who got lazy at the end of his life and left cans of open food out. When my mom got him out and the landlord gassed the place, they fled into neighboring apartments.
Oh.
So a person sounds scary, but not as bad as the roaches.
So far unanimous pro-roach.
Yeah.
Or pro-human, I should say.
Yeah,
Pro-human,
pro
anti-roach.
finding a living human in your attic.
Yeah.
I on the one hand, I understand like what Susanna says, like easier to deal with. Like you can call 911
Yeah.
and maybe it's done. But also on the other hand, maybe not easier to deal with. What if this person wants you dead? What if they have
True.
a gun or a knife? That's not very easy to deal with. Roaches don't have those. And you can call an exterminator. And I know William, as he says, like in his experience might not always work, but you could probably find a decent exterminator worth their salt that could help you with the issue.
Yeah.
And maybe, while you're dealing with it, go stay in a hotel for a couple days or something. But if you find a person in your attic, I just worry about how it can go wrong in a lot of ways that could end up in you being dead.
Yeah.
know?
I don't like that thought. Or even think about this. If you find roaches in your attic, what have they been doing? They've been doing roach stuff. What's the big deal? I mean, it's gross.
Yeah, it's definitely gross.
But if you haven't even noticed for a while, you're probably not too affected by it. But if a human has been up there, what have they been doing? Namely, have they been spying on you?
Oh, they would have had to have been at least eavesdropping,
And
right?
so while William can say you would never really feel like you got rid of the roaches, if a human was up there, you would never really feel clean again.
Yeah.
Because
you've been violated.
Yeah, you've been violated. That's exactly right. And maybe you get to be a hero. Maybe Susanna's right. Maybe it's somebody hiding from some kind of situation. Even then, they could just ask, and I'd probably help. I could be a hero in a much more above board way than you secretly camping out in my attic. So I think it's an easy choice. I'm going Roach 100%.
Yeah, I'm going Roach, although I do think Susanna's onto something. It would be the best story ever. Like in your friend group.
Yeah, for sure.
Like the most insane story. You could do a podcast about it.
Yeah.
Like it'd be insane.
There'd be so many YouTube videos about you. Like I've seen stories.
Yeah, there's plenty of stories of people finding someone living in their attic. And
or people intentionally hiding people in their attic as like a secret relationship and stuff like that. It's just
I've seen a video about that where a guy found a man living in his attic because that guy was having an affair with his wife.
Yes, for like years. Yeah, you think that guy felt good about that?
Oh, no. No.
I think he died, but I'm pretty sure he got murdered.
Oh, no. Thanks for listening to the RadioU Podcast. Don't forget to rate and review the show.